All right, I'll get right to the forecast because like yesterday we went off on a football tangent for about 15 minutes, so I'll cut it short. Well, we're looking at a little bit of sunshine off in the distance. Today, all in all, is going to be a cloudier day. We're going to pick up more clouds throughout the day, and without getting too meteorological on you, we're going to have a lot of these what's called cirrostratus clouds move in, I think, later on today. And it's tough to forecast cloud type. This is just kind of just the general trends that we're on. So what this is where I think at one point you're going to turn the sky completely a milky type white. But the clouds are going to be thin enough, so cirrostratus, meaning that they're way up in the atmosphere, that I think you're going to be able to see where the sun is at times. When those start to lower in the atmosphere, they turn to what's called altostratus. At that point, you can still kind of see where the sun is, and then once they get lower, you don't see it at all. So I think progressively through the day, you're going to see less and less blue sky, and then eventually it will be a cloudier end, but it's not the gloom and doom type of cloudy. We have that for tomorrow, so something to look forward to. And a little bit more details for your January 2nd. Yes, on the left side, I usually like to put some sort of image that's to do with today. And I put laundry because I've been talking about superstitions for days now. And yesterday was the day you were not supposed to do laundry. Did anyone do laundry yesterday?
Nope, you told me not to.
Okay, good.
Saved it for today.
Good, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And also bringing a step further is, okay, let me bring this one up because I enjoy this graphic. Brittany actually named this one, so I will not take credit. Undeck the halls forecast. It's not a good day for tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be cold and rainy. We'll go through our future cast, but it's much better on Sunday. But here's the deal. This is what my plan is, and sometimes following the weatherman is not always the worst decision. All my other decisions don't follow me. It's probably a mistake. But for today, my outdoor decorations, like big old Frosty and this little cute dog that's carrying a present, I'm going to take, it's adorable. I'll take a picture before I take it down. And I have this little train. So you have the dog with the present, this little train, and then a big old Frosty up.
Cute.
So, and we try to add something to it every year. But I'm going to take those in today. Because, think about it, you could do it on Sunday, but those are still going to get wet because we're looking at widespread rain. So this is the best time to do it. We've been dry long enough. And then tomorrow, since it's not going to be a great day, I'm hoping to take down those indoor decorations. I love the Christmas spirit, but now I'm feeling cluttered, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Time to get it done.
Yeah, and we have this child that has all these extra presents who's like, where do we put everything? So we are planning on doing that. So I just wanted to kind of say what my plan was to kind of help you all prepare. And also heading into tomorrow, because the cloud curve, you're not going to be able to see it, but the moon's been bright recently. And this is actually the brightest and biggest moon that we are going to see until about September. And then we're starting to get around supermoon season.
Can you give me a awoo?
Oh, yeah. Awoo!
Good job.
Oh, nice.
All right. So all the moons are named for different times of the year.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's called the full wolf moon?
So you can awoo.
That's a good way.
I'll take that as an answer.
Because
Do they come out?
there's more wolves out.
Essentially, I'll give you both credit for it. It's essentially the indigenous Native Americans, especially in the Plains states, said that the wolves would be howling with hunger this time of year because there's less food.
Awoo.
Yeah, they awoo. So that's what I'm saying. Both of you get credit for sure. So that's why it's the full wolf moon, and then going forward, we just have different moon names depending on what the time of year is going to be. So the full wolf moon officially is full at 5:02 tomorrow morning. You will not see it because it'll be super cloudy and damp, and it'll rise again at 5:43, and at that point the clouds are starting to decrease. So if you're up late on your Saturday night, you are likely going to see the moon again, and hopefully you are celebrating a win for the Carolina Panthers because that game is at 4:30. I also want to say I was a dum-dum yesterday that I was talking about the forecast and I was looking for Sunday afternoon. I forgot that it was a Saturday game.
It was a Saturday
Yes.
game?
I thought that earlier this week.
Yeah, now all of a sudden, as soon as I got out of here yesterday, I was just like, the game's on Saturday, you doof. So my correction, it looks like it is going to be a wet game for the Panthers.
What are we talking?
I would say there is a chance
soaking.
as of right now, and admittedly, I haven't looked incredibly deep into this. There's a chance that you could have a couple of, it's raining fully during a couple of quarters. The best optimism is it's just really cloudy and it feels like it's going to rain, but things are trending right now that it could pour at times.
Wow.
So let's go Chuba, let's go Rico Dowdle. I think
go,
it might be a
exactly.
running game type of deal. and this is all associated with the system that we're also dealing with on Saturday. So it's a cold front that bends down there. So that's our only hope, that the tail end starts to slow down a little bit. But right now it is definitely trending towards a wet game. And then on your Sunday, sunshine is going to come back out. So let's get right to our futurecast to show you what this all looks like. For today, we increased the cloud cover, as I mentioned. I think eventually you're going to no longer really see the blue sky by the end of the day. Just more of, hey, there's the sun. Oh, there goes the sun. But then by about 10 o'clock, and it's at this point that we're talking about a different game, and it has to do with Mayo. So the Duke's Mayo Bowl, I think, is going to be dry initially. 55 is the starting point at 8 o'clock. Wake Forest taking on Mississippi State. Ending in the lower 50s, but oftentimes, if you look at a radar image, whenever you have a setup like this, it looks like nothing's going on. But I think that there's going to be some mist and drizzle starting to work its way in. So the best case scenario is it's cloudy, and at worst, at the end of the game, you look up in those big lights, the big stadium lights, and you see the moisture. I think you're still going to see that if you're there. So I like to paint imagery as much as possible. Worst case scenario is the second half, you start to see the mist in the lights, and then it descends, and it'll start to feel damp. And the 50s is great for this time of year because we average a high of 52. We're going to have that for the game, which is unusual. But you still want to dress accordingly. I definitely would suggest that if you have anything more of a rain jacket type of deal, just to have something that's a little bit more water resistant than anything. But
Misty.
Misty.
Like inside of a refrigerator.
Yeah, I would say like misty. That I could see that
You know what I'm
a little
saying?
bit. Yeah, a little bit warmer than a refrigerator.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know that, like, the little the misty you get.
Exactly. Yeah, and
You go to the gas station, 7-Eleven, inside that, that
oh, that's a really good
yeah.
one. Yeah. And well, and at times I think it could even be like the vegetable section of a grocery store.
Yes.
Oh,
That
like
intermittents. I love the ones that play the thunderstorm sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to scare me as a kid.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever.
I feel like I'm at Rainforest Cafe.
I know. Yeah, right?
It is very
You're like,
that.
oh. Or you always get shot, you're reaching for the lettuce, and you almost feel lucky that comes that. And that's the hardest thing about, because the way drizzle works is it's below the radar beam. So oftentimes in the radar, you don't even really see anything. So that mist turns to drizzle. I would rather have a moderate rain than drizzle, because drizzle just kind of has you walking around like a naked mole rat, and then you can't really just deal with that pesky rain. All right, so getting to the rain that moves in, that it's absolutely going to rain, is on Saturday morning from about 2 to 6 is where we have the rain that takes over. It will be heavy at times, and then by the afternoon, we're starting to clear things out, dry it out, but I still think you're going to have a chance for a second shower at some point in the afternoon, staying cloudy most of the day. We start to see the clouds break heading into the evening, but we will not see the sunshine at all on your Saturday. That's where things are trending. We will see it for your Sunday, and you will see it for your Monday, but not a good-looking day. That's why I was bringing up the Napometer, also great name for doing some binge watching. I've been waiting for the child to actually sleep during the day because he gave up naps because I want to watch Stranger Things. And I have 2 episodes. I literally have been avoiding Instagram because Instagram knows, and because people won't necessarily spoil it directly, but they'll do like me while the big reveal happens. So I'm trying to avoid it. Don't tell me what happens. I know Netflix crashed over it, but we have a deep purple as far as the Napometer goes. But boy, do I have a nice little treat for you after that. Check this out. So 48 degrees. Saturday has 3 superlatives: the cloudiest, the coldest, and the wettest day of the week. Then it's near average. And then we have 62, 67, and 65. I might have been a little bit sheepish on Wednesday that truly, if we get more sunshine that's being indicated here, we might even be talking about a 70-degree day here. And then our 10-day forecast, you have the lower to the mid-60s taking over for at least a solid 5-day span. Now, usually what goes up must come down. I don't see that immediately in the near term. And I was giving this an example yesterday. In 1985, we had the second warmest start to a year on record. 3 weeks later, we hit -5 for a low for the coldest temperature of all time in Charlotte history. So anything goes, but that's why we have to just live in the moment, especially the way winter works. But seeing all these 60s and everything, that is a wonderful range. And I showed you this yesterday, but I want to end on this stat. The cool thing is, and it might be this Wednesday that we need to have, that's the wrong stat, sorry. 74 of the last 147 Januaries have hit 70 plus. So that means you have just over a 50% chance in any given January for us to have at least one 70-degree day. And to build on top of that, we usually average about up to 6 60-degree days, because the average 52, you have to have temperatures above that. We're already seeing above average amount of 60-degree temperature days and even a shot at 70 within the first half of January. That's a good way to start off the year.
That is great.